So, I always hear the phrase lost your marbles, and people think they're saying went crazy. When somebody's lost their marbles, they simply grew up. They lost their childhood. They lost their innocence. They lost the ability to obsess about something not important. Losing your marbles, it's a negative thing, but it's not that negative. Losing your buttons, I glance over and somebody's lost their buttons. They're probably not orientated in the here and now. You know, losing your buttons is a lot worse than losing your marbles. That's your wisdom for the day. Yes. Tired. So, walked about 2.5 miles yesterday. Walked 2 miles today. Had some pretty significant leg pains. The PAD, the peripheral artery disease, is a clot form in the legs. I've had 2 strokes that are tracked, and probably one more that wasn't. That's the whole side of the face is slagged. See? See? Can you see it? Can you see it? Yeah. Part of that's also that half of the face has been rebuilt and half hasn't. Anyway, PAD, peripheral artery disease, is part of the whole deep vein thrombosis issues. I have a spot in my calf that plugs up. That's the basic concept. And when you sit around a lot, you can pull clots down there. They don't get out. They can't get out of that valve. They're trapped. But it's incredibly painful. Anyway, so I walked. My leg hurt. I came home. The husband rubbed Tiger Balm, because Tiger Balm is amazing. And Bleeder Me took some aspirin to thin things out. And now I have dark bruises under my eyes and I'm exhausted. Welcome to my life. Anyway, did a review with a medical person on basically using the app on my phone that tracks my walking to show that, yeah, I go from walking 5 miles a day to not doing anything, and it's a cyclic pattern. So showed that, working towards an official diagnosis of MS. The doctor is absolutely certain, just absolutely certain. We've been here before. Yeah. Anyway, I'm tired. Working on hats. Gave up on that blue hat. I did it 3 times, and 3 times I made some mistake. Okay, so when I'm doing these, the tie-off spot, where you tie it off to start, okay, the thread right there, when it's like this, there's this slight jog right here from one row to the next. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Okay. With the blue yarn, this pulls apart and there's this gap. It's like, whoa, it's not holding for some reason. It's tightening up on either side. I don't know what's causing it. It's very unappealing. I haven't tied this hat off yet. I have to tie this off here, and then I have to go in and bury those threads. There's a thread there. And bury the threads, and then this one's done. It's so soft. Anyway, the blue yarn, because it's that chenille, just wasn't doing it right. So the 3rd time, it's like, screw that. I'll either use the crochet hook with it later, a larger crochet hook. I don't have one big enough right now. Or I'll use it for a different project. But it's obviously not well suited to the loom, which is sad because I have 6 other skeins of chenille that I was looking forward to using. So, yeah, we'll go from there. What else? I had a lot of things to talk about, now I don't remember. So a Facebook friend of mine, somebody I know in analog, had a baby today. She's not going to be watching the video. I doubt any of our mutual friends are going to be watching the video. Child looks premature. Premature babies tend to not look very good, and people tend to put their foot in their mouth and say something bad. If your friend has a baby and it's scaly and ugly, and you want to Or, oh, honey. Don't. Don't. Your safest thing to say is, wow, that's a baby. Look at the baby. Okay? That's a safe thing to say. Asking what species of snake it is not a good thing to say. You know? Asking about the obvious visual medical problems, don't do it. If your friend has a baby, just compliment, just be enthusiastic, just be comforting to them. Oh, you must be exhausted. Is there anything I can do? I'm here for you. That kind of shit. Yeah, they know there's a problem. They don't need you to tell them. Premature babies these days grow up just fine. It's not a problem. It wasn't a problem when my kid was born. He was 6 weeks premature. Yeah. I don't know. I'm watching people step on themselves. It's kind of almost funny. So, we should have a definitive idea, not quite an answer, Monday or Tuesday on house or on loan. And if that's the case, then Thursday, Friday, we should, knock on wood, be if not buying a house at least, or putting a bid on a house, at least starting the process to put a bid on a house. So again, with that whole right before Norwescon, it takes 2 to 3 weeks, if not 6 weeks, to buy a house. So just starting it this weekend won't get it done, which is kind of stressful. Can we say stressful? Very stressful. Yeah, we'll know Monday or Tuesday. Every step of the way. Every step of the way. You know, it's stand by to stand by. Not even stand by to get some. Stand by to stand by. You know? Anyway. This is 7 minutes. I have yawns. I ate a bunch of sugar. It didn't help. I thought about eating some more sugar, but then that would be too much sugar. He's off cooking dinner. We're having gluten-free gnocchi with a sour cream Parmesan sauce. Not an Alfredo, because we don't have all the ingredients for Alfredo, but it will be a sour cream butter and fresh grated Parmesan cheese, and it'll be okay. He bought another wedge of Parmesan cheese. If you've been following this whole time, then you know that about 2 weeks from now, I will get to eat the second half of the wedge, because it will have molded! Because he leaves it in the refrigerator. It's his cheese. He can eat it if he wants. Normally, used to be, he'd and eat the block and then have gut problems for 4 or 5 days. So he will either, because he sees this video, remember he has sour cream, and then go eat it, and then you're going to have gut problems. Or I get to eat it in 2 weeks. Or maybe I'll use it and make spinach and artichoke dip in the next couple of days. We'll see. Anyway, so he's making gnocchi and zucchini. That's our dinner tonight. And he's making enough that we will both eat ourselves sick, and then the rest will be his lunch on Sunday. Sound like fun? Yeah. I need more energy. I should take a protein or an energy shot before I do these videos, you know? I've got so I have, you know what tonsil crunchies are, right? The thickened bad breath thingies that you cough out every now and then. They form on pits and scars. I have one right about here that comes up every now and then, and when it comes out, it's about the size of my pinky. This whole nail, okay? Not just the white part, the whole nail. It's huge. And right now it's aggravated, and I mean, if I touch right here, the whole thing is sore. It's like, would you just cough out already? And if we had the time and energy to go to the doctor and deal with it, they hit it with a water pick, and I gag and cough up into my nose and have a fit, and then it comes out. But it's a huge thing. It's a better size comparison. I'm looking for things. No, I can't show you that because that would be... There's a sex toy off camera that would... Part of it would be a perfect size comparison, but no, that's not cool. Okay, that'll work. It's about getting these buttons. It's about that big, and it coughs out from right there, and it does it about once every 6 months. And it's that time again, and you'll hear me mention it the next time, because it's been 6 months. Wah. Wah. It's been 10 minutes. I will talk to you tomorrow.